I just finished a knee replacement surgery for a 68-year-old patient. What's truly heartbreaking is that if this individual had seen me just 2 years sooner and practiced a few simple exercises at home, this major surgery might never have been necessary. Don't let yourself end up on the operating table simply because you ignored the SOS signals from your own legs. With over 25 years of experience in rehabilitation and senior healthcare, I understand better than anyone the thin line between a knee that can be saved through exercise and one that requires surgical intervention. Knee pain is not just the price of getting older, it is the direct result of your supporting muscles slowly giving up. Try this with me right now. Stand up from the chair you're sitting in. Do your knees make a cracking sound? Do you feel a sharp pain? Or do you need to use the armrests just to stay steady? If so, that is a red alert. Don't pretend it's not there, because today's silence will lead to tomorrow's regret. Many people believe that if it hurts, they should stay still. But in reality, your knee joint is like a machine. The less it moves, the more it rusts and stiffens. Instead of relying on painkillers, which are nothing more than a coat of paint hiding a deep crack, today, I'm going to guide you through 6 chair exercises to revive the strength in your legs, the same movements I frequently prescribe to my own patients. Pay close attention to the 6th exercise at the end of this video, as it is the most critical. It helps release direct pressure on the kneecap, providing a sense of relief that you can feel immediately after practicing. Before we begin, I'd love to know your age and where you are watching from. And tell me, are you currently dealing with knee pain? Type yes or no in the comments below. I read every single comment to design the best routines for our Senior BeWell community. Now, grab a chair and let's start saving your legs. The first exercise is called seated knee extension. Sit in a sturdy chair with your back straight and both feet flat on the floor. Place your hands comfortably on your thighs or at your sides for support. Slowly straighten one leg until your knee is fully extended. Pull your toes back toward your body and hold the position for 5 seconds. Do not lock the knee aggressively or jerk the movement. Keep the motion smooth and controlled. Slowly lower your foot back to the floor. That completes 1 repetition. Perform 10 repetitions on the same leg, then switch to the other side. Rest for about 30 seconds and complete 2 to 3 rounds. As you perform the movement, avoid leaning backward or slouching in the chair. Keep your chest up and your core lightly engaged. The lifting phase should take about 2 seconds. The hold should last 5 seconds, and the lowering phase should take another 2 seconds. This exercise strengthens the quadriceps, the large muscles at the front of your thighs that help support and protect your knees during everyday movement. If the exercise feels easy, do not move faster. Focus on fully straightening the leg and maintaining control throughout every repetition. You should feel the muscles at the front of your thigh working as you hold the leg straight. By the final few repetitions, those muscles should feel active and engaged. The second exercise is called soleus push-up. Stay seated in a sturdy chair with both feet flat on the floor and your knees bent at a comfortable angle. Sit tall with your back straight and your shoulders relaxed. Slowly lift both heels off the floor while keeping the balls of your feet firmly planted. Raise your heels as high as you comfortably can, then pause briefly at the top. Hold for about 1 second before lowering your heels back down slowly and with control. Perform 15 to 20 repetitions. Rest for about 30 seconds and complete 2 to 3 rounds. The movement is small, but every repetition should be deliberate and controlled. This exercise strengthens the soleus muscle, a deep calf muscle that plays an important role in walking, balance, and supporting the lower body during daily activities. Avoid bouncing your heels up and down or using momentum to complete the movement. Keep your upper body still and let your calf muscles do the work. As you lift, pause gently at the top, then lower slowly as if you are resisting gravity. By the final few repetitions, you should feel the muscles in your lower calves working. That sensation is a sign that the muscles responsible for stability and support are becoming active again. The third exercise is called pillow squeeze. Sit tall in a sturdy chair with both feet flat on the floor and your knees bent comfortably. Place a small pillow or cushion between your knees. Gently press your knees inward against the pillow and hold the squeeze for 5 seconds. Focus on creating steady pressure rather than squeezing as hard as possible. After 5 seconds, slowly release the pressure and relax. Perform 10 repetitions. Rest briefly and complete 2 to 3 rounds. Keep your breathing normal throughout the exercise and avoid holding your breath while squeezing. This exercise strengthens the inner thigh muscles, which helps stabilize the knees and support proper leg alignment during standing and walking. Avoid leaning forward, rounding your back, or allowing your knees to collapse unevenly. Keep your chest up, shoulders relaxed, and maintain an upright posture from start to finish. Each squeeze should feel controlled and intentional. As the repetitions add up, you should begin to feel the muscles along the inside of your thighs becoming active. These often neglected muscles play an important role in helping your knees stay stable and supported during everyday movement. The fourth exercise is called seated high knee. Sit near the front edge of a sturdy chair with your back straight and both feet resting flat on the floor. Keep your hands lightly at your sides or on the chair for balance. Slowly lift one knee toward your chest as high as you comfortably can without leaning backward. Pause briefly at the top, then lower your foot back to the floor with control. Repeat the movement on the opposite side and continue alternating legs. Perform 10 to 15 repetitions on each leg. Rest for about 30 seconds and complete 2 to 3 rounds. Move slowly and focus on lifting the knee using your leg muscles rather than swinging the leg upward. This exercise strengthens the hip flexors, thighs, and core muscles, helping make everyday activities like climbing stairs, stepping onto curbs, and getting in and out of a car easier and safer. Avoid leaning backward as you lift your knee. Keep your chest up and your core gently engaged throughout the movement. Also, avoid letting your foot drop heavily back to the floor. Lower it slowly and quietly under control. As you continue, you should notice the muscles around your hips and thighs becoming more active. These muscles are essential for maintaining mobility, balance, and confidence with every step you take. The fifth exercise is called sit to stand. Sit near the front edge of a sturdy chair with your feet flat on the floor about hip width apart. If needed, place the chair against a wall for extra stability. Cross your arms over your chest or lightly place your hands on the chair for support. Lean your upper body slightly forward and press firmly through your feet. Slowly rise to a standing position until your hips and knees are fully extended. Pause briefly at the top, then lower yourself back down with control until you are seated again. Perform 8 to 12 repetitions. Rest for about 30 seconds and complete 2 to 3 rounds. Focus on moving smoothly and maintaining control during both the standing and sitting phases. This exercise strengthens the thighs, hips, and glutes while training one of the most important movements for maintaining independence as you age. Avoid dropping back into the chair too quickly. Lower yourself slowly, as if you are trying to sit down quietly without making a sound. Also, avoid pushing excessively with your arms. If you need assistance, use your hands lightly, but allow your legs to do most of the work. As the repetitions add up, you should begin to feel your legs working together to lift and support your body weight. These are the same muscles you rely on every time you stand up from a chair, get out of bed, or rise from the toilet without assistance. The sixth exercise is called seated hamstring stretch. Sit near the front edge of a sturdy chair and extend one leg straight out in front of you with your heel resting on the floor. Keep your opposite foot planted firmly beneath you for support. Sit tall and keep your back straight. Slowly hinge forward from your hips until you feel a gentle stretch along the back of your extended thigh. Once you feel the stretch, stop and hold the position for 15 to 20 seconds. Then slowly return to an upright position. Repeat on the opposite leg. Complete 3 rounds on each side. The goal is not to stretch as far as possible. The goal is to create a comfortable and steady stretch without pain. This exercise helps lengthen the hamstrings, the large muscles along the back of your thighs. Tight hamstrings can increase stress around the knee joint and contribute to stiffness, discomfort, and reduced mobility. One of the most common mistakes is rounding the back and reaching toward the foot. When that happens, the stretch moves into the lower back instead of the hamstring. Keep your chest open, your shoulders relaxed, and focus on bending from the hips rather than the waist. Another mistake is bouncing or forcing the stretch. Never do that. Ease into the position gradually and hold it steadily. You should feel a mild pulling sensation along the back of the thigh, but never sharp pain. By the end of the exercise, many people notice that their legs feel lighter, their knees feel less restricted, and their movements feel smoother. That is why I asked you to pay close attention to this final exercise. Releasing tension in the hamstrings is one of the fastest ways to reduce unnecessary pressure around the knee and restore more comfortable movement. You have just completed all 6 exercises. Together, they help reduce knee pain, strengthen your legs, improve balance, and support the independence that becomes so important as we get older. Remember, the secret is not doing more. The secret is doing these movements consistently. Just a few minutes each day can make a meaningful difference over time. Stronger legs mean less stress on your knees and more confidence in your daily life. Do not assume knee pain is simply part of aging. With the right exercises and regular practice, many people can move better, feel stronger, and stay active for years to come. Before you go, type stronger knees in the comments, along with your age and where you are watching from. If you try these exercises, come back and tell us how your knees feel. If you found this video helpful, please give it a like, share it with a friend or family member dealing with knee pain, and subscribe to Senior BeWell for more simple exercises designed for adults over 60. Thank you for watching, and keep taking care of your knees, one day at a time.